Rasmussen. And at wing number 7, Devin Cardenas. Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome to the Bloomington Ice Garden, home of the Big Tradition. And of course, It's Tradition's Hockey Night in Minnesota as we have a special early evening affair featuring the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders and the Andover Huskies. Raiders will be wearing their white sweaters with purple and gold trim. Meanwhile, the Huskies are familiar dark brown, tan, and white sweaters. You know, the Huskies have been very good this season so far, Mike. They come into this one 7-1-1 on the season. And they've been ripping off some pretty impressive wins. Ranked number 3 in the MNHockey.TV rankings. Cretin-Derham Hall, no slouches himself. Big win against the Hermantown Hawks recently. And they are in the top 10 as well.
Well, the Huskies are just picking up where they left off. They've made 2 marches to the state tournament last 2 seasons in a row. I think they want to cap off that hat trick with maybe a victory this year. But we'll have to wait and see that.
You know, we've talked about this. I've always been a believer. You've got to lose, not gotta, but you tend to lose before you win in those key situations in the playoffs.
You got to learn how to win. That's
correct. Always
the way for a team that's building. The only thing about programs like high school and college is you don't have years and years and years to do that because you're rotating players through constantly, and so it makes it a little bit more difficult to build a dynasty if you're going to do something like that. But it's still, you got to learn how to do it, and the kids that have been there the last 2 years for Andover certainly can help figure that out this year. And as far as Cretin-Derham Hall is concerned, I guess you said they're having a pretty good start to their season as well, coming off a pretty big victory right before Christmas.
Well, Matt Funk's teams have been very strong here over the past few seasons, and they got stopped by Benilde St. Margaret's in the section semifinals last season. A bit of a disappointment, as I think they felt as though they could have pushed through a little bit further. This year's team has 14 returners, as does Andover. Coming back to the roster. Whoa, here comes Thorson in on goal. Oh, and that one goes wide. Belloc in goal for the Raiders, but a very explosive offensive push here by the Andover Huskies. They are very good on the offensive end of things.
That's a second breakaway that Belloc has had to make. Save he's had to make in this first period already, and we're barely even started here. I mean, is that basically 2 shots on goal? And both of them have been breakaways.
Solos.
Yeah, from the top of the circles on in for sure, and maybe a little bit further. So maybe tighten things up and realize who you're playing.
Absolutely. Well, and as a goaltender, it's like, thanks a lot, guys. Can I just get a nice one off the pad here to start, or
how about a nice
save?
shot from the blue line?
Yeah, really. Let me see something, dump it in or whatever. Over to the far side now. That's going to be played by Jake Fisher. He plays that in behind the net, bumped off the end boards by Kyle Law, and they'll break out to the right wing side. Here they come with Logan Seward from the neutral. Stepping into this next one's going to be Joey Sylvester. Back in behind it goes. One thing to note is Jake Sondrol is out of the lineup. He has an injury. I think it's going to be a few weeks, according to our Matt Harrington, who spoke with head coach Matt Funk about that during the Hermantown game. So his offensive prowess will be missed here, certainly. Oh, that's cut off at the line. Nice read there by Weston Knox. Off the wall it goes. Sylvester comes away with it, bumps the end boards. Gathered up and played back into the center ice area. Luke McCarthy was there. Left wing taken over by Gravnik for the Huskies. They'll play this one back in. Off the stick of May Robinson. Through center, that's deflected away. Tristan May Robinson was there again. And that's going to be gathered and taken away by Logan Seward. Back into the center ice area it goes. It's going to be Cernahouse with it. Off Smith's stick. Bumped the boards there neatly by Gravnik and gathered up by another Smith. And that is Rory Smith. You got Rory Smith and Cooper Smith both wearing the sweaters for the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders. Knocked back in, kind of fanned on there, off the stick. In front it goes. There's Bronze as he makes a save.
Just a little failed clearing attempt there in front of their goaltender, and almost the kind of giveaway that you don't want. Jake Fisher from Cretin-Derham Hall jumped all over that, and he was able to get a little bit of a shot there, but Austin Bronze came up with a save right there. And so both goaltenders have not been busy in terms of quantity, but some very quality shots here early in this game.
If you're a high school hockey fan, this is the time of the year to be one, because there are all sorts of... Oh, there's a shallow angle shot. Quick one that came in off the stick of Cooper Conway. And Belloc was there to shut the door between the blocker pad and the side of his body as he wedged it up in there. That nearly snuck through.
Well, it's always tough to seal the post, especially when you're a big goaltender, because you have different angles to your body, and so you're trying to press up against this post, and if a guy can fire one off your hip or even off the side of your mask, it can be very difficult to seal that up.
Well, if they force some motion too, right now you got to honor it and move a little bit too. You never know because there's a guy in the back door, so you can't bail too soon either. Out front, nice feed there to the slot, turning and shooting, but fanning was Rasmussen. Now it's going to be picked up on the stick of Thorson, the junior. Nice feed across the line for Conway. He's going to be pickpocketed. Nice little play there defensively by Sandro. Stick save, Bronze to the near boards. Back in behind around to the far side. It's going to be picked up by Sylvester. Quick shot, save, Bronze again. Rebound on the stick of Thorson through center under control. Chips it from the center. They said he didn't get it. They're saying no ice anyway. We're going to play on as Sylvester has some pressure coming his way from Ben Dahl. Now it's turned back up ice by Hogue to the right wing for Fisher. Here comes the offensive thrust for the Raiders as that's knocked back to center, and here they go. Zinda, shot that's wide of the mark. Big Karam up to the wall, reaching and playing that down as Goman. That's picked off. Raiders like to push the tempo. To the right wing they go with Gravnik. Gravnik tried to play that to the slot area, but there's Dahl to gather. To the right wing it goes for Law. Chip to center. That's going to be stuck down there by Rory Smith. Taken away by May Robinson. And now it's going to be picked back up on the stick of Jake Fisher. Fisher pickpocketed at the line. No go there, says Logan Gravnik. In deep it goes.
You don't have to watch Andover too long to realize they're a transition team. You do not want to be giving that puck up anywhere near that blue line. They'll rotate it right back into the zone.
They love to come right back at you. They've always had very strong forwards that win battles just like that off the end board. The puck support's there. Now it's going to be Smith with it. This is a bigger team than I'm used to, or at least recalling from Cretin-Derham Hall. They've always been a little bit smaller, quicker, but they're bringing some size to this lineup from some players that are well north of the 6'2", 6'3" range, which is, it changes their look for me a little bit here from what I'm used to seeing.
And yet, no physical play by either team really in this hockey game, which is a long way away from what we just saw when we were in Stillwater last week. My goodness, that was a battle like you see back in the Middle Ages.
I had a guy shoot some highlight clips from that war, right?
Oh my!
And you should see what came about from it. I mean, it was
really
nasty.
I mean, we saw it and we saw it, and the referees just let them play. But it was darn right nasty. I mean, this was getting like chippy, and guys were using their stick.
It was bordering on personal.
Oh, it was terrible.
But the interesting thing was they didn't really get the flow that we have right now in this thing, because this thing is kind of scorching. Cardenas across the line. He's going to be stopped. Now reached for by Conway as he looks back up ice. He goes against the grain. Oh, nice feed. Good look. And that one goes over the top of the goal. That was Casey.
Great little three-way passing play with the final shot coming from the slot, but you got to get it down in that 6x4.
Back across the line goes Devin Cardenas. Played back in by Zach Sandro. In front of the penalty box area. It'll be fished and played by Cooper Conway over to the right wing side as Thorson. It'll be pulled away from him, and here come the Raiders. Nice little stutter step play there by Luke McCarthy. He'll play the boards. He's going to chase his own dump in. Now it's going to be Knox with it. He'll be turned over. Now Sylvester from the right point. That one's high off the glass. Over to the far wall it goes. Hogue was there as he plays that one back in behind. Now it's going to be Luke McCarthy. Nice little move there. To the right wing side they go. It's going to be Goman across the line. A redirect. Nice save. Oh, good pad save made. Belloc was there. Off the glass to center. That gets past the defensive Zinda. That will not be an ice. Nice hustle and chase down there by the wheels of Drew Fisher. Cut off. Nice play there. Trolling in for the Raiders as they're going to gather this one back up to Sylvester. Plays that one rink wide. Down the line. Oh, look at that touch pass there, Mike Greenlay.
There's been some great little plays here, and you're right. This game is all about pace right now. Wonder how long they can keep it up.
The snapper in on goal. Well, let's see if they have this, let alone tonight, on day 2 and day 3.
Yeah, absolutely, because this is a a 3-day tournament. You get three games in 3 days, and each one of these teams will find a different opponent the next couple of days.
There are a lot of teams that will say, we want to play 3 in a row because that's a state tournament. And you have to, at least at the AA level, because the Class A will play Wednesday, they get Thursday off. But the AA's go Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And if you want to bring home the prize, you've got to physically feel that.
At least you're playing someone else who's done the same.
Exactly. Ooh, nice blocker pad save off the shot. That came up off the stick in a quick hurry from Cernahouse. Now back in behind the net. It's going to be handled by Law. Up to the left wing. Bumped the wall there by Gravnik. Now here's the foot race. Cernahouse was there, watched by Thorson. May Robinson try to make the play, and back the other way they go with Cooper Smith. Left wing feed there. That goes off Smith into the corner. Run around to the near wall. Gravnik tried to flip high through center. That still worked as it's Thorson on it. He's being wedged on the play by Zach Sondrel. It's going to be gathered by McCarthy. No, check that. That's Colton Jameson. Solid player there.
Well, a couple of good defensive plays we've seen at both ends in that last shift. As you can see the skill on both of these teams. They're getting in, but at the last second, we're getting some good defensive plays, and that's why this score is not at 0 still.
You feel like offensive skill.
It's on. They've got it.
These two goaltenders are pretty darn good, too, though, so they're going to have to earn it for sure.
It should be another one of these fun, tight games.
Overtime?
Well, let's not say that just yet.
The day's games have been like right on schedule. So right as I say that, off the side of the net, that went off his own defender there, and Rory Smith back it on goal as Belloc makes the save, and he'll hang on with 7:43 to go here in the first period.
Both teams getting a line change here, and that's one thing that's going to be important for both these clubs, is to keep an eye on their on-ice minutes, because in a game like this where the pace is the way it is, it's going to wear you out pretty quick.
Well, couldn't agree with you more, and I think you hit the nail on the head there, because the minutes will start to stack up. If you're a guy who's playing every other shift type of player, do that 3 times in a row, 3 days in a row. Off the stick, that might angle its way to the goal mouth area. It'll be wide and icing the call. And that's a consideration for the coaches as well. Yes, these are young men. They have a lot of energy, and they can certainly rattle off three games in 3 days. But some of these guys will be used a lot more heavily, and so that's where you have to watch to manage the minutes. And as a coach, because you're not used to yourself having to manage their minutes all the time because they're not playing 3 games in 3 days, this will be a bit of a learning curve for them as well, and so we'll see how they're able to manage. Well, it's a very good point too, and then that comes into the old school of thought of, can you use more of your depth? Can you use this as a developmental tool to get players better, get them more ice time in some tough situations too? Usually the game dictates that, doesn't it? So we'll see. If it's a tight game all the way through, then you might have to expend a little bit more. Tighten up your rotations on your line shifts, absolutely. Weston Knox, to the left wing he goes for Gravnik. Now Pearson plays it in deep. Pearson comes away with it. Nice patience there. Up to the line, it's going to be Knox. Shot blocked in the slot area. Sylvester rattles that into the Husky zone. And Sylvester, back on the Cretin-Derham Hall blue line, blocked a shot and crawled to the bench, but he did get back. You know what? Noted here, he didn't lay on the ground and roll around. He kept it going. And good thing, because Andover just made a push towards the net. They were able to get someone out to defend. Back to the corner it goes. Cernahouse rings it to the near side for Rory Smith. His feed was off the gear of Dahl as they'll work it in front of the penalty box area. And gathered in by Stringfellow. His wrist shot wide of the mark. Over to the far side, Goman's going to cycle behind the net. Down drop Zinda. He looks out front. That just missed the mark. Uh-oh, they might have numbers the other way. That gets underneath the stick of Drew Fisher, and now it's going to be gathered by Zinda. He chips the glass, but glove down by Zinda, walks and shoots. Didn't have much, but that glove side, why not? Went high and wide, though, as they'll regroup. Drew Fisher deflects back in. Over to the far side it goes.
I always say you got to be careful when you're going far side on a shot like that. It can rim all the way around, and his team was changing, and so you got to be careful when you use that.
We see that on the 5-on-3s all the time too, right? The big carom.
Yep.
Back in behind the net it goes now for Casey. Nice little no-look off to the left wing side for Conway. Conway, of course, has committed to play his hockey at Colorado College, and he has a goal and assist for 2 points to his credit so far. Andover, Mike, 5-0-1 in their last 6. They've been really finding their game and playing well.
Well, as I said, a team that's been to the state championship a couple of years in a row here, a state tournament, I should say. I mean, they're a team that has usually, like you said, a little bit of depth that's coming back. A team that's learned a few things here and there, and they've learned how to win, and that's got to happen during the regular season, which it is. And so we'll see how they're able to turn that around here and keep going.
They looked out front and had a chance, and building on what you've started is half the battle and the experience. That's going to be pulled out of the air. Neutral by Pearson. He'll play that one through. Nice shot and a save by Belloc. Read that well. Belloc on his career, 43-7-1 in 3 seasons at the varsity level. Quite impressive. Big carom. All the way behind the net it goes for May Robinson. Outlets to the right wing side for Law. And no ice on the play.
Yeah, a step up there, and therefore it waves off the icing.
From the left wing wall, not enough juice there. That gets past McCarthy. Zinda will be there. They'll play it to the slot area. Puck rolls up to the line. Content are the Huskies to chip that back in. They'll go back to work on the forecheck on the big carom. Nice stick there by Dahl. Now it's going to be Fisher that handles that. That's Jake Fisher. Big collision back in behind. Cernahouse was there from the left point, just played over to the far side. Someone's without a stick right now. It looks like that's Lucas Cernahouse of the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders. They'll try to get that to center. They do. He'll head to the bench. Someone with a twig will jump back on. And now it's going to be picked up again by Zinda from the left wing. Shot in on goal. Belloc sees it, makes the save, and hangs on. We face off to his right.
You mentioned something interesting, and that is Andover not afraid to just keep chipping that puck in. And, a strategy that some coaches do employ is seeing what you can do now that'll pay dividends later. And by that, by what I mean there is a team that will make the opposition's defense turn and continually do that all game long. By the time the third period rolls around, I mean, they're going to be tired of turning and chasing.
Weston Knox there. Yeah, if you're committed to it.
And if you can do that, it'll pay dividends later in the game for you.
Sandro back off the corner. He's cut off by Conway. That's going to be on the stick now and back up ice for Cardenas as it's the Huskies again in their own zone to regroup with Weston Knox. He'll outlet for Thorson across the right wing side. That was stuck out of the air there. Papai and others in front of the net area.
Well, definitely crashing the net. I mean, Andover coming in hard there. That was Gavin Thorson looking for a rebound that did not find its mark. As Belloc again froze that puck.
Gavin Thorson, who you mentioned there, he's had 8 multi-point games.
Well, if you go to the net like that, you will.
8.
I mean,
yeah, they've played 9.
That doesn't surprise me.
The one game he was held off the board was against Moorhead, but you watch a guy like that, he's got really good habits, but it all comes from, there's a shot that snuck through everybody from Stringfellow. Nice read there by the goaltender Belloc, but it starts with the skating, and he's just got such a great base. And
yeah, it's a mentality of how you play the game. And if you're the kind of guy who's unafraid to go to the net because you know you're going to get chopped or hit or tripped or something. If you're willing to pay that price, you're going to find a lot of pucks bouncing off you and into the net.
Shot from sorry, I thought he was going to let that go from Stringfellow. Done this too many times.
I think he wanted to, but
I know,
he had about three or four Trojans standing in between him and the net.
Thought better of it. Back up through center ice. Knocked down on the play there was Jake Fisher. They get it across the line. Cut off. Neat little job there by Simon Hogue as he'll regroup back into his own zone for Joey Sylvester. That's through everyone all the way back down for an icing call with 2:15 to go. There have been 18 shots combined between these two teams.
Yeah, unafraid to put it at the net, and I think they understand the pace of this game, and therefore they know that it could take a little deflection or a little rebound that can make the difference early on. So all pucks have been going to the net, mostly from Andover lately.
Hayden Casey pulls the draw back for the Huskies. Weston Knox over to the near side. He was looking for Gavin Thorson. And now here's a turnover on the stick for Attila Lepai. Ooh, that was deflected by the glove of Bronze at the last second. Sandro from the point misses the mark. All the way around to the far side for Casey. He chops at Lepai, takes a roller. That was blocked by Thorson. Bench loved it. Oh, up high in the slot. Fought off by Bronze. Big rebound up high it goes, and back out of the zone they go with Casey. Here he is across the line. He's got Thorson. Oh, that one rolled his heel. He almost had that in good shooting position. Glove down at the line. Back into the neutral zone. Stringfellow. Now it's Law. This is really an entertaining hockey game. Oh, there's a turnover. Look out. Back in on goal to the backhand. Oh, do we have a penalty shot? Let's see if they go.
Definitely a penalty.
They do. Oh, my word.
I'll tell you what, that's interesting. I mean, he wasn't very tight to the net.
It's going to be Owens who's going to have the penalty shot here.
Hooked down right at the last second as he cut towards the open side.
The sophomore Chuck Owens.
Looked to me like Bronze was in good position to make the save. I don't know if he would have made the save or whether the puck would have found its way in the net or not. It was never a shot on goal, but
he never was able to pull the trigger. Now here comes Owens. He's going to carry it left side. Comes in with some pace. Oh, he went dangle fast. And Bronze makes the save, and just in case it was going to roll back to him, he got back in the basic stance.
Well, Owens made the same move that he was making when he was pulled down on the play, except he went back against the grain with this one. And he was stopped by the goaltender, and so both these teams have had great chances, and I mean great chances. Breakaways both ways, point-blank shots both ways, and both goaltenders have been the victors on everything so far.
Ooh, that one nearly worked its way through. Nice save by Bronze. You know, it's interesting. I always think about these shootouts and breakaways and stuff, and at the pro level, not as easy. But at this level, why not go straight through the 5-hole? Just get him moving a little bit and just laser one.
Well, yeah, the idea is beat the goaltender to the ice. If you can get that, you get that shot by him before his knees can hit the ice. Yeah, trust me, it can work. But it's a tough thing mentally for a shooter to do that because they all know the goaltender's going in the butterfly, and so exactly. It's really a bit of a. It's a bit of a, you know what, it's a bit of an ego move because you're like, I know I can still, even though I know you're going to drop, I'm still going to beat you.
I'm still going to beat you anyway. So go down, buddy. We're happy for it.
That's pretty good.
The thing that's interesting is, you think about Rolston with a big slapper. There's Hogue with a shot back in the day. Where would he put it? Do you remember? Was there a specific spot where when he would just wind up? Would he go to the gloves?
Yeah, he wouldn't always. Yeah, he wouldn't always go through you. He was trying to beat you one side or the other.
He's about the only guy that did that consistently. We have a penalty, our first one of the game.
He would do it on a breakaway on the shootouts.
I know that's
crazy.
But he scored all the time.
Oh yeah.
Nothing more embarrassing.
Well,
that's a long skate back if you thunder it off the boards.
Well, yeah, true.
But he scored a lot off the clap.
He did, and then you know what the thing is, if you can, it's the idea is if you're accurate enough, you can, go. No one has the reflexes to make a save. You just have to be positionally sound. So if you know you're putting it somewhere
Yeah.
and you shoot it hard, you can't stop it, right?
You're just letting it hit you at that stage.
Well, yeah, you're hoping
right?
it does, yeah.
To center it goes. Now we see the power play employed here by the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders. They enter the contest at 18.8%. And the penalty kill for Andover at 88.4%. So they're both right in the range of very good for both.
Well, Andover's had the momentum in quite a bit of the latter part of the period, but the penalty shot and now this.
Oh, a good look, high slot. They love to go right there.
Yeah.
Kind of sneak that guy down, kind of like Team Sweden.
That's a heck of a play there. That's where you want the shot to come from, in between the hash marks. And so now that the opportunities are starting to mount up for Cretin-Derham Hall, like I said, the penalty shot where he did get a shot on goal, and of course his power play where they've had a couple of chances already.
In to take the draw, Jake Fisher. Hogue has it now for Drew Fisher. That hit a stick on the way through. Oh, and then it dropped right on top of the net. 7.3 to go here in the first.
We've seen a lot of quality chances in this game. Both of these teams have had very, very good opportunities to score, and neither one of them has found a way to do it yet.
Really nice goaltender duel as they're not showing any chinks in the armor right now. Face-off win to center. That's going to do it for the period. It'll be a minute 14 of power play time on the board for the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders.
Well played period.
As you said, maybe this will give them a chance to maybe turn the possession momentum a little bit, moving on into the second period, but a well-played period indeed. Fun.
Yeah, and I love the pace. I love the fact that both goaltenders are standing on their heads, and that both these teams are testing them as much as they can.
Great place to watch hockey at the Bloomington Ice Garden. It's the Tradition Company's Hockey Night in Minnesota with KARE 11 streaming live on all of the KARE 11 apps. Of course, Fire TV, Roku, and the YouTube channels indeed. So, Mike, we'll take a quick jump out. We're going to take a couple of messages here as our producer, Tom Ritchie from the Ritchie Media Group, will get things taken care of. And we'll recap what is a scoreless game here in the first.
Sounds like a plan.
What if there was a place where everything was hockey?
Flying escape. Here comes Steves in on goal, all alone.
In Minnesota, there is.
Scores!
Hockey Night in Minnesota, streaming proudly. Sponsored by City and County Credit Union.
Sniper's Edge Hockey is your one-stop shop for your at-home hockey training needs on and off the ice. Find the perfect start to your at-home training area with slick tiles, synthetic ice, or a rink liner. Or upgrade your home setup with one of our top-quality training tools to help you work on soft hands, all of your deeks and dangles, perfect your one-timer, and improve the power and accuracy of your shot. Find it all online and in stock for immediate shipping at snipersedgehockey.com.
We have one period in the books. It's scoreless. The shots on goal are 12-10 in favor of the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders, who are, by the way, on the power play for another minute 14 seconds. We did have oh, that's wrong. We did, by the way, have a scoring chance that was handled by Chuck Owens that resulted in a penalty shot as he was hauled down on a breakaway. We'll take a quick look at the result of that. If you know the score, you probably know the result, but you'll see try to make a nice move here, Mike.
Well, he goes back against the grain and look between the legs. I mean, it's a 0-0 game. You've got a penalty shot, and he got a good shot off. At least he got a good shot off, but to make a tricky little move like that is kind of, well, I don't think I can use the word, but it's pretty heady. It's a pretty heady play.
Very heady.
So and a good save nevertheless. But sometimes little trick shots like that, a goaltender absolutely would not expect something like that in a big moment like that. So maybe you try and trick them a little bit like that. But it was a good shot nevertheless.
Taking a look at the schedule here of the Tradition in the Park and the Big Tradition here. We kind of differentiate the two between that. Earlier today, Centennial and Champlain Park skated to a tie. The Blake Bears defeated Cloquet Esco Carleton. We're scoreless here. And then coming up next is going to be Hill Murray and Rosemont. Very excited for that one for sure. Going on over at the games in the St. Louis Park Rec Center, Vanilla St. Margaret and Rogers started in a terrific game. Wayzata Holy Family Catholic squared off. St. Michael, Albertville, and Stillwater are going at it right now. And then Maple Grove, Lakeville South, that's a top 10 matchup to close out the evening at 7:30. When you look at the teams that are engaged in this tournament, there are a number of top 10 teams that are a part of this. You look at Lakeville South and, of course, Maple Grove, Cretin-Derham Hall. We have Andover, Hill Murray, and Centennial all in the top 10. So I believe Centennial skated to a tie earlier today, too, as well. So this goes on for 3 days. She can be a very fun period of hockey. Tonight also, there's a really good one. Edina Minnetonka girls are going at it at Braemar Arena in another tournament. And they're number 1 and number 2 and number 3. Meanwhile, number 1 Andover is also playing tonight against number 6 Maple Grove. So 1, 2, 3, and 6 are all playing in that tournament in the semifinals. That's quite impressive.
And I know the Andover girls, the Edina girls have had perennial great teams. Andover is doing the same thing. It seems to be those two battling it out for the
they have reservations in the state final, and it's already made, so they always do. Now, the Minnetonka people are emailing now, but no, Minnetonka is going to definitely have a say about it. But there's a definitive line on the girls, and in the boys Class A, girls Class AA and A, there's a line that can be drawn among the upper echelon. But the boys AA, that's not the case. I would argue that I think Edina still is the deepest team. Eden Prairie really showed what some structure can do against them. But really, when you go teams 1 through 15 to 17, they're all kind of like flipping in and around, and they're all picking up 6, 7, 8 wins now in their first 9, 10 games. So it's going to make for some wild sectional playoff for sure.
Just be part of the argument. That's all you want to be.
Right? Yep. Be part of the argument. We're going to take a break. When we come back here from Bloomington Ice Garden, we'll face off the second period power play for minute 14 for the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders.
Better tradition than hockey. Tradition Companies is proud to serve our community's youth sports. Visit us at traditioncompanies.com to learn more.
My favorite thing about Tradition Mortgage is no question the culture. We work hard and we play hard. We have a staff of very highly competitive individuals that really care about what they do.
If you were to ask why someone should use Tradition Mortgage, I would think with us you're getting experience. The longevity of our staff compared to the industry averages is off the charts. A recent article in National Mortgage News said that the typical mortgage office has turnover of 25% a year. And the history of our staff here at Tradition and the longevity that they've shown here, you're getting quality people that know the industry,
We're relationship-based and not transactional. We don't have a single product for every client. We really try to tailor each loan to a borrower's specific situation.
What I think is awesome about Tradition Mortgage, what I really love, is the common interest we have in how we give back to our local communities. I would say the large majority of our staff all coaches or manages or does something in the community through scholarships or charity work that we can be proud of.
I always like to call myself a sports storyteller. My philosophy for doing sports is to be thorough. I like to go behind the helmet. I love to talk to athletes and hear their stories. Catch me every weeknight at 10 on KARE 11.
From sunshine to rainstorms and thunder, even snow. No matter what comes your way, when you think of weather, think of Bell. Chief Meteorologist Belinda Jensen, weeknights at 10 on KARE 11.
Sniper's Edge Hockey is your one-stop shop for your at-home hockey training needs on and off the ice. Find the perfect start to your at-home training area with slick tiles, synthetic ice, or a rink liner. Or upgrade your home setup with one of our top-quality training tools to help you work on soft hands, all of your deeks and dangles, perfect your one-timer, and improve the power and accuracy of your shot. Find it all online and in stock for immediate shipping at snipersedgehockey.com.
Always on, always moving, always connecting. With a top-rated app that lets you deposit checks and transfer money anytime, anywhere, City and County Credit Union is here when and where you need us. A fast, safe, and contact-free way to manage your money. No matter where you are or what you're doing, be in control of your money with a checking account designed for life on the go. Because life is busy. We get it. Let us help. Visit City and County Credit Union to get started. Insured by NCUA.
The history of...
Welcome back to the Bloomington Ice Guard, and along with Mike Greenlay, I'm Pete Wagner, where we are scoreless after one. The Raiders and Huskies get ready to keep it moving here. I've really been impressed with the pace and tempo, and you know, this rink is so historic in so many ways. And you know, when you look back and you see the banners here for the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars, you think of some of the very best teams I've ever seen at the high school level in 92, 93, 94. Three-peat for them. You know, they had an undefeated season in there, and you know what they used to do, Mike, is I'm convinced this was on purpose. They would have that Zam door open because they dumped the snow outside at the time in the 90s, and it would be colder than hell in here. Ice was so fast. I mean, it was just clipping. And I started accusing the great late Denny May of doing that on purpose for Tom Satterdahl, the coach.
Nothing wrong with fast ice.
Oh, it was so fast. It was great. They would get after it. So nothing has changed in here. It's the same. And it's a cool feeling. So it's a great place to watch a game. It does get a little crowded, though, when they do the sections in here. Elbow to elbow.
Well, let's see what the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders can do with their remaining power play time. Had a couple of good chances at the end of that period. They had a penalty shot thwarted right before that. So they can't complain about not having opportunities.
No, and you know, I like how they're getting that guy in the high slot open and available for a quick shot. Kind of disguise it with stuff going on down low, and the goaltender has to adjust and react to that shooter up high. Zach Sondrel, play that over to the left side, now to the right for Simon Hogue. Skated into there by Rasmussen. Drew Fisher was there, and they're going to start over with Simon Hogue. Jake Fisher across the line. Ooh, stick got right underneath. They're going to play on. There's a shot. Ooh.
Wow.
How that LaPie was like, wow.
He thought he had it.
Yeah. From the right side, shot that's deflected. And that one will cause you to take a deep breath and goal there, as they had a great setup there again. Puck movement at a premium.
Puck movement, but also player movement. It wasn't a stationary player coming through for the redirect. LaPie was coming across the crease, dragging his stick, waiting for that pass to really connect, and he could just tap it in on his way through. But it didn't work out, but it was a great idea.
Raiders will control at center. Hogue with it across the checkered, rings it all the way around. LaPie will win the race to that one against Knox. Now LaPie behind the net. He'll play that up to the near boards. It's going to be gathered by Gravnik, or check that. That's Hogue with a shot that was gathered by Fisher instead. Now Drew Fisher with it. Now it's Sondrel hops his stick. He'll gather to the right wing. Drew Fisher again. Down low for LaPie. 10 to go in the power play. He protects back up for Sondrel. They wanted to look there. Hogue plays it back over for Drew Fisher. Fanned on that one, knocked away. Now we're even strength at 5-on-5 as stepping on the ice is Caden Casey. There's a shot and a save, a good one made by Bronze, as he saw that one at the last second.
Interesting, that ended up in being a very good scoring chance, but it was oddly enough, because the puck was booted around the zone a little bit, they had a shot blocked, and then they had it knocked off the stick, and it kind of bounced around and finally ended up on the right guy's tape, and it was another good save by Braun.
Well, and for me, it came from an unpredictable angle.
Yeah.
Cernhaus plays that over to the right wing side. That's too far. Now it's Stringfellow to play that in deep. He's going to go after it. He's in a foot race with Rory Smith to the slot area. LaPie was pickpocketed. Shot. Ooh, Belloc makes the save. Nice look up high.
That's always tough, defending, and especially as a goaltender, when an unexpected giveaway or loose puck like that, because the shot comes in very quickly, and that was another good positional save by the Raiders goaltender.
Marco Belloc. It's been a 3-year mainstay here for the Raiders of Cretin-Derham Hall. Now it's Jake Fisher. Shot. Oh, that one. There's been about 3 off the glove that have been sort of like wet noodles.
Well,
down low. Look at the feed shot. Oh, paddle down. Is absolute scramble save made there by Bronze.
That is the save of the game right there.
Wow.
What an amazing save. It was down and out, laid the paddle down, still made the save. My goodness, what a save by that young goaltender. Oh.
That's all he had to take that space away was the paddle.
Well, he did. Just about to say, he's not catching a lot of pucks. A lot of them are getting knocked down, but he made a great save there.
Gravnik from the corner. He's ridden on the play. Nice start to this period for Cretin-Derham Hall. Sylvester rings the boards to the near side for Owens. Check sounded worse than it was. I'd call that a self-check by Gravnik. Back into the corner it goes. Now it's going to be Hogue with it. Now Pearson, left side, shot in on Belloc as he has a good sight line to that and hangs on.
Well, Cretin-Derham Hall came out with momentum because of the power play, had a couple of chances, and then almost made it 1-0. And then, but answering back Andover, and that, I was talking about them being a pretty good transition team. You could tell by the way they position themselves, but a transition team transitions in many ways. Sometimes it's the way they are able to turn pucks back the other way, and sometimes it's the way they turn the momentum of a hockey game, and they're trying to do that right now.
Great angles by the Andover team is one thing, and I think their discipline and details are really good. To the right wing side they go. They try to fish that one through. And that was Drew Fisher. Another shot. Great look again.
There's your chance right there, looking for the 5-hole. They didn't beat him to the ice.
McCarthy tried to push that through. Now they'll try to spring a player up the middle. That's Zinda over to the right wing side. Glove save made off the quick shot by Davis Goman. And he hangs on. So for Cretin-Derham Hall, they've made 3 state tournament appearances and had that 1 state title in 2006 that saw the likes of Assistant Athletic Director Bob Kinney, Ryan McDonough, among others, on a really good roster there. Rasmussen across the line. Draw pass with energy. They're coming in with speed, uncontested across the blue line at this stage. 3-4 times now for Cretin-Derham Hall. Now Sondrel makes the play. Nice pickpocket there. Rasmussen steps up to the near side, but he's beaten by Knox. Now they have 3-on-1 across the line. They load to the left side. Oh, they wanted the late man coming through, and they go into the net. What a setup there. Maybe one pass too many as they were trying to find Cooper Conway down low.
What a turnaround play by Weston Knox inside his own blue line. He finds one of his forwards just outside the Cretin-Derham Hall blue line, and they turn that 3-on-1 into an amazing chance. But once again, just nobody just finishing it.
Face-off win. Thorson walks behind the net. He edges his out front. That one got away from the Huskies, and back up they go to the right wing side with Rasmussen. Loads and shoots off the side of the cage. Gathered now off the stick of Casey. He'll go to center. Rasmussen saw that one to the finish. Sylvester jammed. Hogue takes over for the Raiders. He's going to play to the left wing side. From center, played back in and around. Hogue slides over. Now it's Pearson. Played ahead by May Robinson. Over to the corner. 4 players converge, and walking out of the traffic there was Cooper Smith. Smith chopped down along the way by Gravnik, and they'll play it over to the near side. Raiders now back out of the zone, bumped off the wall by Sylvester. Nice job to get away from trouble there by Noah Martin, and all the way up to the near side for Pearson. That's deflected away. Now it's Cooper Smith back on the stick of Pearson. Off the boards, gathered by Gravnik, walks to the corner, stays with it. Gravnik now from the dot. Scores! Short side below the glove. Gravnik gives his team the 1-0 lead. That'll be his second goal of the season.
That was a nice little shot. He had the screen worked in, and he just took a little bit of a wrist shot. He didn't overpower it. He just placed it really well underneath the glove, and a really nice job there, circling the net and taking what was there.
So it'll be 5:13 is the official time of that goal.
Scoring for Andover at 5:13 of the second period. Number 22, Logan Remick. Single assist, number 2, Kyle Law. Running from Law at 5:13.
Law has the assist at 5:13, and they go back off the glass, miss the mark, do the Raiders. They're going to go to work in the offensive zone. Nice job to stay patient and positionally for Goman. Across the line with energy. He's forced wide on the play. He's measured by Jamison. That one tucked itself in off the pad in the post, and quickly covering that up was Belloc.
It's always interesting to have tremendously high quality chances and then have just a little wrister make its way through, and kind of like the last game we did in Stillwater there was a lot of tremendous opportunities all game long, and then just a little tuck in overtime off the goaltender, and then another, and then a rebound. So
it took a couple whacks at it and jammed it home. We saw these beautiful setups. Icing on the play as they were looking for Cooper Conway in the neutral. We'll walk it back into the Husky zone. Well, no surprise there that they both teams are just trying to stretch this
ice, and they're making some pretty decent passes, even if that stretch is just to chip it and get it into the offensive zone.
Blocker pad save by Bronze. Now Thorson will accelerate. Casey plays that one ahead. Thorson makes the read, lets it go. Rasmussen now. He'll skate it from left, looks to the right. Nice job to move that quickly for the Raiders. Hogue with it now. They'll put on the brakes and look off the boards. As there's Lepai with it. Nice job to catch that pass and keep it moving. In deep it goes. Devin Cardenas with it. Now it's played to center. That missed the mark on everyone as we'll bring it back into the Huskies zone.
Only the one, well, I should say 2 penalties in this game. That penalty shot is a penalty.
Yeah, good call.
A very quick one.
Yeah.
But they've only been one way. It's not been a very physical hockey game in the least, but definitely a lot of high-quality chances, and both these teams playing with an incredible amount of pace.
Back in behind the net. Yeah, and that's one of the things you asked earlier on. Can we keep going with it? And so far, so good. Oh, at the line, Smith had to regroup. Back into the neutral zone he goes. Tried to touch that ahead, but jumping the route was Stringfellow. He lets a wrister go in on the catch glove and handled by Belloc.
You know, teams, and for that matter, even individual players, that play with a higher speed in where the way they not just skate, but the way they pass, the way they think, the way they, the way they release their shots, everything. If you do everything with a higher pace, you are going to win a lot of hockey. I mean, and that plays out at every level.
You know, you hear coaches talk about that and the overspeed and how important it is to train that way. And once you see it put into play and feel it as a player, you understand the value of why you do that.
Yeah, this is not a methodical sport. You
Correct.
need to do everything at a high rate of speed. You find yourself in the win column.
Down the right wing wall, the Huskies advance it to the corner. They'll try to play through traffic. That was knocked away from the stick of Dahl. Over to the far side. Now to May Robinson. Quick decision to at least get a stick on that before he retreated. Now they'll feed it from, that's Odlog with it. Now it's going to be Sondrel's shot that's turned aside by Bronze, and it's going to be picked up by Goman from the left wing side. Jamison. That bounces back in. Bronze will play that off to the side. Owens works the forecheck. Now it's going to be Ben Dahl with it. Now Rasmussen. Owens plays behind the net all the way around to the near side. Thorson gets there. Played it to an open spot. Sylvester, quick pass over to the right side for Lepai. Works some skills through traffic, but kept wide. May Robinson, good posture there, and some assistance down low from Knox. But they stay with it. Knocked away again. There's a wrister. That bounces wide of the mark. Chopped off the end boards by Knox. And pushed back in by Pearson all the way around. Checked out. That was Sylvester all the way around, and he gets it again. And now Bronze is just going to reach over and cover that one up. I'd like to remind you, you are watching Tradition Company's Hockey Night in Minnesota. And Tradition is a family of Minnesota-based companies working for good in our communities, helping you connect the dots between your land development, financial needs, and home building needs. Learn more at traditionco.com. By the way, Mike, I know of someone that was within our organization that has themselves a nice little Robert Thomas home in Lakeville.
I'm sure it's beautiful.
100%. Those neighborhoods are amazing. So I thought that was... I also know someone that jumped into the wealth management off of one of these tournaments too, from the Capital Bank. So you can pretty much take advantage of all of your, connecting the dots.
Well, the joke is from the dirt to the door, right?
Yeah.
And land development, home building, obviously construction as part of that. go from the mortgage, wealth management.
It's a
bank,
brilliant
everything.
model when
Yeah.
you think about it. I mean, how many builders out there build the land and then just say, okay, see ya, go get your mortgage, and well, you're going to have kids, and you're going to want to build your wealth, and you have a business, and I mean, capital banking, you need your mortgage, you want to refinance, the whole thing, and it's pretty unique.
Well, and the synergy between the companies is amazing as well, because they all know and have worked together or with each other for years, and so it's a streamlined process. It's it's not the type of thing where you have to worry about who you trust down the line, because the next step is someone else that's part of that same group. So
you don't know who you're handing it off to, whether they're doing it for themselves or for you, and you're doing it for the good of the customer, which is getting it all under one roof, which is really really great. And then it's on Tradition to be able to maintain those customers. You guys have done a terrific job of that, and you take a look at how much impact you've had in the communities, though, from youth sports to foundations and to functions and charitable work, and I mean it's impressive.
Well, the community is. I mean, they sponsor and they support the communities that they work and they live in. I mean, they live in these communities. It's not just that one looks good, let's get that. I mean, these are the communities that everybody works and lives in.
And they go home to you know.
Yeah, exactly. So it's an easy thing to do to sponsor tournaments like this, and the Tradition in the Park, and the Dinah Holiday Classic, and on and on. So they've done a very good job of that.
We repaired the gear.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you a question too, but we'll wait for a minute on that. But I think you'll appreciate it. Pearson from the corner. Now it's going to be Gravnik. Pearson gets it back. Quickly over with the stick. It was Cogswell. And now it's going to be played to center by the stick of Drew Fisher. Jake Fisher across the line now with it. Slides through the slot area, the big carom. And they have some room to skate. Oh, he can fly from the left wing. That's Gravnik. Holds it. Oh, he held on to it maybe a little too long as he was thinking about feeding it over to Brooks Cogswell. Nice job off the defensive play by Knox, but Jamison supports across the line. Drop pass McCarthy. Shoot. Glove save. That one dropped right down.
I'm wondering if he's a Finnish goaltender, because they have a history of knocking pucks down rather than catching them.
Yeah.
And he's knocked a lot of pucks down. But
almost everyone.
Hasn't done a lot of catching with that glove, but he's still stopping the puck.
McCarthy well wide of the mark there. Now it's Jake Fisher checked on the play. Casey is there. Up to the right wing it goes for Thorson. He's 2-on-4. He has a third player now. Nice drop pass. Oh, a shot right to the midsection, and Belloc makes the save. That thing developed out of what looked like should have been nothing. 6:15 to go in the second. The question I was going to ask, when they're working on bronze gear, did you ever have, when you were young, remember how we used to have to take our straps and tuck them in and pull the knots?
Yep.
Did you ever have one, like in one game, that would just constantly come undone?
Of course, we all did. There's always a strap that you end up stepping on.
These kids have no idea what that means.
No.
Right?
Well, there's so much Velcro on these pads that hold them to your legs, very loosely, I might add. Now, there's some straps on there, but some guys just go straight with the Velcro straps. So
when you put the new pads on, I know when I did once, probably, new being 15 years ago, maybe, just in like a father-son game or whatever, I couldn't believe how light they were.
No, it's crazy.
It almost felt wrong. Does that make like weird? Because when you would shuffle step, you used to have to kind of bear down a little bit, and it just seemed a little odd.
Well, let's put it this way: goal pads used to be heavier than your skate. Now it's not even close. You need about 10 pads to equal the weight of your skate.
Absolutely crazy. Oh, there's the pie across the line. Pulls and shoots. Glove save, and a beauty.
And he hung on to it, too.
That was a nice one.
Did not just knock that one down, so good to see he squeezed that one. But very nice entry there by the pie, and made a couple of pull and drag moves, and that one used the defender as a screen, and very good glove save.
Highly skilled player for that Raider edition. as well. Our coverage also is presented by City and County Credit Union, St. Cloud State University, and TRIA. Don't forget about Sniper's Edge Hockey at snipersedgehockey.com. Back through center they go. It's going to be 3-on-3. Raiders score! Oh, I thought they had that well covered and defensed. But Jacob Pearson walks down the line on the backhand and shovels that back in behind Belloc for the 2-0 Husky lead.
Nice play as he got that puck into the zone. Quick transition. And even though the Raiders have had some very good opportunities, just getting the puck to the net. And once again, being a very big part of that was Gravnik.
Scoring for Andover at 11:54 the second period. Number 9, Jacob Pearson. Single assist, number 22, Logan Gravnik. Pearson from Gravnik at 11:54.
Pair of goals here now in this second period for the Huskies. One at 5:13 from Gravnik, and then one at 11:54 from Pearson from Gravnik. So Gravnik with a 2-point effort. For Jacob Pearson, that's his second goal of the season. So both of them picked up their second marker. And when you look at this Andover roster, they've got some guys that are putting up some legit points along the way. We talk about Thorson, he's got 15 on the season. And, of course, Clayton Casey has his 20. There he is on the face-off right there. So they've silenced his line, the Casey line. Jamison with 4.5 here in the second period. Goes D-to-D. Now Lepai through center as he accelerates in across the line. He's got men with him. There's Rasmussen. Shot just trickles wide of the mark. Back up high to the line. Sondrel's shot's deflected by Lepai, and that's Bronze to make the save. Oh, they spring a man. Here he comes in on goal to the forehand of the backhand. Ran out of real estate on the look there from Cooper Conway, as Belloc knew he had nowhere to go and just held his ground, and it remains 2-0.
Conway, as you mentioned, didn't have much room, and he kind of slowed down a little bit. Tried to make a couple of moves to get the goaltender to react, and Belloc did not bite. And because he held his ground, he was able to make that save. But another, and then that stick that just bounced out onto the ice, or what was left of it, that was the player Conway who just had the opportunity. He broke his stick, and the blade flew all the way out and landed in the middle of the rink.
So he didn't break it on his way back to the bench?
No, he broke it deliberately while he was on the bench. The referee made him come out and get it. He said, "You come get this.
You come get that. I'm not picking that up for you."
You could have gotten that sportsmanlike for that. So, and I can't imagine that. High school teams don't have the budgets that
mom and dad.
Yeah. So I'm like, mom and dad might be saying, "Hey, you owe us $200."
I'd be like, "Kid, I'm glad you got that caddying job because you have to go get it." Back through center ice it goes. Ooh, look at that. They lost an edge there. That was Noah Martin. Now Hogue comes away with it. He'll push us back behind the net. Noah Martin again. He's jumped by Jake Fisher. Noah Martin outlets to the right wing side for Goman. They'll play this one in. Belloc will play it to the near boards. It'll be Hogue with it. Right wing. Here's Jake Fisher, loads and shoots. Turned aside by Bronze. He's been perfect so far with 21 shots. They're going to bring it back the other way with Pearson. Blocker pad by Belloc. That's his 19th shot. To the right wing side, touched back through center for McCarthy across the line. His wrister's off some gear. That was the defenseman, Kyle Law, and up and out of play. Good to see Jim Carroll is on board. watching this one. There's a quick dribbling shot that's played over to the left wing side. Smith plays behind. Jamison. Now it's picked up by Law. Laid over to the near boards. They'll step up with Pearson. All the way around to the far side. That'll be gathered up by Odlog. To the neutral zone it goes. Smith plays to the corner. Cut off by the stick of Thorson. To the line, Hogue shot. Ooh, that redirect off Odlog's stick, and nice little reaction by Bronze to steer that one aside. Play to the near boards by Rasmussen. Now Thorson turns, nice little feed to the oncoming Conway. Glove down. That was off a Raider stick. Now it's Thorson across the line. He has a late man, but Rasmussen with a nice read. They'll play this one off the boards. Oh, they've got speed. LePie goes down. Penalty. A hook's going to be called on Weston Knox. It'll be the second power play of the game now. Late in the second period.
Well, they were giving up a 2-on-1 with speed. And so that's the time that you may want to take a penalty like that. But he gets the hook. And the third power play of the game, technically. One was a penalty shot, but third power play of the game for the Raiders.
0 for 2 officially. Sandro plays that one. Gets it back. Look to shoot. Now that's off the face mask. Right off the gobbler of Bronze. Jake Fisher. Nice stick there by Ben Dahl as he pulled that one away from the oncoming shot of Jake Fisher.
Well, that screenshot that we just saw that made its way through and caught the goaltender up high. That was a straight positional save. He did not see that coming through, and it just caught him in the upper chest. And good positioning will make a lot of saves.
Sandro's shot was deflected, blocked by Zinda. Now it's Hogue with it. Sandro again walks to the left wing side, touch pass Hogue. Now it's Drew Fisher, pad save. Sandro thought about it, gathered it from the backhand up to Hogue. Hogue will walk to the left side, back up for Sandro. His shot scores! I think that was clean by the defenseman, or maybe that was deflected in, I'm not sure.
Well, LePie looks like he's celebrating as if he got enough of it to get credit for that goal.
I'm sure it was, based off of that.
He was playing the violin all the way down the ice. So
he was.
I don't know what that means. But
he had the orchestra music.
Nevertheless, it's a 2-1 game, and they close the gap using the power play finally. And, you take enough penalties against a skilled team, you're going to pay the price. And so they've closed the gap by half.
Here comes Thorson looking to answer. Belloc makes the save. All scoring has occurred here in the second period. Now it's McCarthy up the line. He'll shoot. Oh, he went up high over the top of the goal there.
Starting the power play for Cretin at 16:09 on the second period, number 15, Attila LePay. First assist, number 6, Zach Sandro. Second assist, number 8, Simon Howdy. Taken from Sandro Howdy on the power play at 16:09.
So the power play goal was at 16:09. It's the pie from Sandro and Hoagie. Two to one now, the score here late in the period. It'll be Rasmussen and Caden Casey. Fan down, look out, 8 seconds to go. Foot race for this puck. They try to muscle their way win. Oh, nice save. And Belloc needed to make a nice save because positioning himself was Gravnik looking for his third point. But the goaltender came up huge there. snapper through traffic at the buzzer just about. Belloc makes the save. And wow, the Huskies have a nice answer in the waning 51 seconds of that period after the Raiders responded on the power play.
Well, Andover definitely wanted to have that 2-goal cushion. But going to be an interesting third period here.
We will definitely recap what happened for you and enjoy the third period between these two great hockey teams. This is Tradition Company's Hockey Night in Minnesota with KARE 11. We'll be back with more right after this.
What if there was a place where everything was hockey?
Oh, I hate to skate. Here comes Steve's in on goal all alone.
In Minnesota, there is.
Scores!
Hockey Night in Minnesota, streaming proudly. Sponsored by City and County Credit Union.
Sniper's Edge Hockey is your one-stop shop for your at-home hockey training needs on and off the ice. Find the perfect start to your at-home training area with slick tiles, synthetic ice, or a rink liner. Or upgrade your home setup with one of our top-quality training tools to help you work on soft hands, all of your deeks and dangles, perfect your one-timer, and improve the power and accuracy of your shot. Find it all online and in stock for immediate shipping at snipersedgehockey.com.
to Tradition Company's Hockey Night in Minnesota. You can see it all live on KARE 11 through the KARE 11 apps, as well as KARE 11 Roku and the Roku TV, and don't forget about Fire TV as well. Also like to mention our many other sponsors that are a part of this production as well that have made it possible, including City County Credit Union, TRIA. Don't forget about Sniper's Edge Hockey. You can find them at snipersedgehockey.com. And we will take a quick look here now. Let's take a peek at some of the highlights from that period. It was an eventful one. We had a penalty shot in the first period, and then we had goals scored along the way by both teams. 2 first by the Andover Huskies. And it would be a goal that was scored by Gravnik. And his goal was scored at 5:13 Law with the assist. And then Pearson scored at 11:54 from Gravnik. And then you'll see the game time goal, or the goal that cut the lead in half. There's a shot that was redirected by the stick down low. There. Yeah, I guess we're just going to have to watch it in a slow-mo rate here right now. But believe me, it's coming, folks. There it is right there. Lepai in front with a great screen. He was watched closely by Andover's Tristan May Robinson, but he still got the stick about waist-high out, and he deflected that down. Also, don't forget, our coverage is presented by St. Cloud State University. Very pleased to have them on board with all of our great partners that are making this production possible for you. We will be coming back here shortly with the start of this period. We've got one more pass for the Zamboni. And when we come back out, we will see where these two teams take it. Don't forget to check out the mnhockey.tv, where we are streaming the Tradition of the Park and the Big Tradition all under one umbrella. One package, you get every JV and varsity game on demand or live for $24.95. We have announcing services on all of the varsity games. As well, we have the Walzer Invitational Tournament at Edina, which is featuring 4 of the top 6 teams. You have numbers 1, 2, and 3 still alive, and number 6 going at it with a championship game tomorrow. You can also purchase games on single games as well, just by clicking on the game box underneath the schedule, and you can buy that as an individual as well. We have a number of other tournaments, great stuff going on up in Roseau. We have the Heritage Classic at Duluth, and a number of youth tourneys, including the Stan Ostby tournament with the Bantams going on in Roseau. So, I mean, if you're a hockey fan, there's no better place to be. And if you're looking for a belated Christmas gift, what better than to get someone a season pass for the high school hockey or the youth, depending upon what your flavor is, for an incredible rate of $89.95. So once again, to just give you a little bit of an update, we have cameras in 102 different facilities: hockey, basketball, football, baseball, volleyball, all of it. And we're looking forward to the spring season, by the way, because we'll have lots of lacrosse. Oh, they're bringing it up a notch. I was going to say, this is like the one arena where we're not being scorched into the ground with the music. And then he accidentally hit it the wrong way. Anyway, with that said, it's been great to be a part of, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you that have become a part of our network and sharing our content. We also debuted our Geno's and Apples program, episode 1. We took the highlights from the Stillwater Matamidi game, kind of made that the opening part of the program, setting the tone. And then I was able to basically walk you through my evening at the Eden Prairie Community Center, and that was a lot of fun as well. So what we will do now is we'll step aside as the referees have stepped on. We aren't going to step aside. We're going to stay right here as the Raiders will be jumping on to defend their goal, which will be to our right. The Huskies then will play it to the left. You know, they're down in those locker rooms here at the Bloomington Ice Gardens, which are super close to each other. and you can hear everything that's going on over the wall. So I'd love to know what is going on between periods. Of course, this is the home of the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars boys and girls team. The girls team, of course, combined with Bloomington Kennedy. Also, the Bloomington Kennedy Eagles, a part of this program as well in this great rink and great venue. 3 arenas side by side by side. We're in the heart of Bloomington. And we will be facing off shortly. Looking at our games for tomorrow, we'll start here at the Bloomington Ice Gardens for you with what games you can expect to see. We will have a good chunk of games. We have a total of 8 per day with this event. Blake will open up the day tomorrow at noon with Champlain Park. Then it'll be Rosemont and Cretin-Derham Hall, Clocasko, Carleton, and Centennial. And Hill Murray takes on Andover on the round of 2, day 2 of this. Over in St. Louis Park, it's St. Michael, Albertville, and Wayzata, Holy Family Catholic and Rogers, Stillwater and Lakeville South, Benilde St. Margaret's, and Maple Grove. I, by the way, will be over at Wayzata between games I'm doing over at the Rec Center. I've got a 2:45 affair with the Minnetonka Skippers and the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, a Section 7AA foe of these Andover Huskies, and many, including myself, see those two as coming down to the wire for the right to go to the state tournament in the Section 7AA. Plenty can happen, but they are certainly looking like the class of the league, at least the section at this stage. Played back in behind. Belloc will set that one up. Casey was there. Now it's going to be picked up on the stick of Jameson. He plays that one rink wide. Instead gets it back. Oh, look out. Turnover. Oh, Belloc made a nice play to just keep it alive and disrupt. Up through center they go with it. Now it's going to be Rasmussen. He's stopped on the play by Casey. And it's going to be Sandro with it. He has an assist on their goal. Left wing on the feed. Rasmussen to the right side for Lepai with it. Oh, nice feed to Rasmussen. That was deflected, though, off the stick of the goaltender, Bronze, and off the end boards now. Too far for Casey. Sylvester off the boards. Now it's going to be Thorson from the right wing side. Thorson finds his own puck, tried to spin it to the slot area. Instead, it's going to be gathered by McCarthy. He'll play that one ahead. Across the line they go. Now it's Sylvester.
Oh, boy, he had a good walk in there if he could have controlled that.
Just kind of overskated there, maybe some wet ice.
Well, I think he was also looking up to see what his options were, whether he was going to shoot it or make a pass, and he just lost control of it.
Now to the right wing side they go with Goldman. Races down to the corner. He's bothered on the play. In front. Oh, nice save. Belloc again. They bid again. Boy, Zinda's had a nice game. You see number 5 all over the place. The offensive zone. Quickly back into the forecheck come the Huskies. Fisher was there. Now Zinda walks, holds, and shoots off the post. Oh, what a look. Zinda again, the rebound. That thing hit it clean, but he beat the goaltender. Could have opened up a 2-goal lead again for his squad.
Yeah, that caught the inside of the pipe, and it came straight back to the shooter. But it did not deflect inwards. What a heck of a play, though.
Back to the corner it goes. And out of the zone goes Owens. Up to the near side, Martin. Quickly bumped off the wall. Knocked away from Pearson, but he gets it back. And they'll chase this one behind the net. Nice quick stick there by the defense of Smith to get that through center. And now it's going to be Knox as he'll counter back to the right wing. They missed the mark there, deflected, bounces over to the near side. That was Gravnik, out of the right wing, knocked away from Pearson on the stick of Knox. And off the boards from Noah Martin to the neutral. All the way down goes Zach Sondrel. He'll carry this off to the right wing. This pass was intended for Cardenas, and they missed the mark there, and we're going to bring it back into the Raiders zone, a 1-goal game here. Anybody's to have.
You said it, though. It is anybody's to have. I mean, with the opportunities that we've seen by both these clubs, really a couple of shots here to change the entire complexion of this hockey game.
Thorson looks out front. They try to go right back to the same spot. Now it's going to be Stringfellow. There's a shot that's blocked. Behind the net it goes. Conway. Jamison jumping the route. Nice shot off the glass, though. Law was there. Now they'll have Stringfellow in a foot race as Cardenas is there. Rasmussen in to guide and help. Law looked up for Thorson. That was taken away there by Hauge and sent back into the corner. Now Law with it. Off the wall. Casey tried to get going. Couldn't, and he's handled by Stringfellow. He's going to be hurried up as he plays this into the offensive zone, and they'll have enough for an icing call, and back into the Husky zone we go.
Got to give credit to Andover. They've not relented. They gave up that 1 goal, but they're trying to open it up again.
Nice check in front. Oh, what a chance.
What a great forecheck.
There's Zinda again. He knows where to go, and he's a buzzsaw. Cross the line. Shot by Jake Fisher. There's Drew Fisher. Glove is put up, and it's held on to there by Bronze. Much better start to this period for Andover.
Well, I think they went in, and the most recent goal given up was by them, and it was on a power play. So I think they just said, "Hey guys, let's get back to our game. Let's get the pressure going," and they've done so.
Yeah, no reason to pout or panic. You're leading. So 12:37 to go here in the third period. Old Log is there off the draw. Gets it. Smith with a shot that's steered aside. And that's going to be Law to try to ring the boards, but pinching down is Cernahouse. Babb tried to clear that one off the wall, but instead the puck will be played to the high stick.
Well, this game is not disappointed. Both these teams appear a little bit more, whether it's just the fatigue starting to wear in now into the third period, or whether it's just a bit of a chess match. These teams are starting to mind their game a little bit more. Not so many open chances.
Oh, nice late guy there in Cardenas. Gets 2 shots on goal, and Bronze is there to turn that away. Now in control, it's Thorson across the line. Here's a drop pass in front. Oh, they get the stick. Oh, and what a save. There's going to be a power play coming up, as it was Casey who got hooked on his way through. Belloc makes the save, but we'll see the power play coming up. Heading to the penalty box will be Gabe Rasmussen of the Raiders.
I thought Andover had put that one in, but somehow Belloc just got his glove on it and kept it in front of him.
Now the power play is on. Back into the corner it goes for Conway. Back up to the line. That's Casey. Thorson now. Knocks through traffic. Nice save. Belloc. Now Thorson. Goes far side for Casey. That deflects up and off some gear and out of play. 1:34 to go on the power play.
Here's where block shots really come into play a lot. You see the Raiders doing everything they can to get in front of these quick feeds.
Power play for the Andover Huskies is entering this game at 15.6%. Penalty kill is a solid 94 for the Raiders. Now it's Stringfellow. Nice stick battle there. Stringfellow keeps over for Dahl, down to the corner. They try to muscle their way toward the goal. Oh, nice stick, keeps that one alive. That was May Robinson who's going to get it back. Over to the right wing side, walking and shooting. That's blocked. That came off the stick of Dahl again. Now it's going to be Sondrel who, nice job to just wind up and rip it as he gets it run into the other zone. Back through center they come with Stringfellow. He's going to leave that one back for Thorson. Thorson's watched by Jake Fisher. Hauge was there as well. Now it's Thorson again. He pushed into the boards. Back in behind. Now Thorson with 31 on the power play. Knox over the far side. Casey shot pad save. Belloc calmly off the boards and out of the zone by Drew Fisher. 10:15 to go in the period and 15 of power play time for the Huskies. They'll wind it up for Casey to the right wing side. He'll accelerate to the corner, puts on the brakes, lays that one up quickly to the line. Thorson leaves that. Ooh, they kept the line neatly there. Casey, now here comes Rasmussen about to step on as he does. For even strength, and now it's Thorson again with it. Knocked away from him. Hoagie was there. Thorson, when they put those passes toward the slot area, they don't send any muffins, do they? They like put some juice on it, just like we saw right there.
Well, it's like as if they want to get that pass right through the defender's stick.
Exactly. Puck went up and out of play. Across the line, Zinda was there. Now Old Log will play that one in. Bronze cuts off and plays up the wall. Smith was there. Oh, that one was fought off of the blocker pad. That hits some gear on the way through, and May Robinson. Now they're going to play it one through center. A couple of fives doing battle. That was Rory Smith for the Raiders and Hudson Zinda for the Huskies. Played over to the near wall. That's off the rear end of the junior Lucas Cernahouse. And just played right back in behind. Smith was there. That was Gravnik as well. They'll play this over to the far side. Owens is there as he's going to be bothered. Played up to the right wing wall. Good positional play by Gravnik. He tried to win that battle. Now it's going to be the Raiders who will be facing off in their own zone with a power or a icing call their way. 8:26 to go in the third here. It's kind of moving.
It's rolling along here, but the opportunities have waned.
They have. It's gotten tighter.
Yeah, both teams have decided to turn the pond hockey into a little bit of, chess match.
Tends to happen when you're either holding a lead or you don't want to give up more of one. Back at center, it's going to be Weston Knox with it. Plays that to his partner on the near side for Noah Martin. That's deflected in deep off the stick of Logan Gravnik. He tried to quickly snap one to the slot area. Ooh, risky pinch there. They came away with it, though. Or got away with it. Back up through center. Across the line, it's Jamison. Jamison will carry, protects the puck to the backhand. Picking him up is Noah Martin. And it's going to be over to the right wing wall. McCarthy was there. And over to the right wing side it goes. Logan Seward, they play that in hard and around. It's going to be Conway. Knocked back in by May Robinson. Now it's Sandro with it. And they're going to play this one off the glass to the neutral zone. May Robinson again. He turns and plays the near wall. On comes Casey. And now Thorson with it as he's 3-on-3 across the line. Thorson, ooh, he just got the stick on that one, just the paddle. Casey, nice subtle pass back to the line. Ooh, May Robinson wanted to angle one down for Thorson, but that was read neatly there. Drew Fisher, Jake Fisher to the net. Stick save. That thing came in a hurry. Nice save by Bronze. Now it's back up to the right wing side. Casey across the line, 3-on-3. Tried to make a move, but he was stopped on the play by Hauge, and he'll carry this one across the line. Pulls and shoots. And another glove save as that came in on Bronze. Now with 6:51 to go here in the third period.
Well, Bronze making a very, very good effort in this hockey game. He's been a big reason here why the 2-1 score remains. Made a lot of tremendous saves, including just an incredible one in the second period on a paddle.
Hauge's shot was blocked. He comes back away with it. Pad save made, and there's Bronze again to make the save. Tradition is a family of Minnesota-based companies working for good in our communities, helping you connect the dots between your land development, financial services, and home building needs. Learn more at traditionco.com. Someone lost a stick. That was a Husky. It's not broken, so he'll pick that one back up. Zinda to the right wing side, though. Wrap it around. Oh, a big look there. Good opportunity by Goman, but that one was deflected at the last second. I believe that was Sylvester that got a stick in on that. Bronze is going to go safety valve as he covers up.
Well, the Raiders have tested Andover here, but they just need one more shot here to make a difference. They have not been able to do so.
There's McCarthy with it. Pressing a little bit now are the Raiders, getting some chances. Ooh, they run into the official, and he goes down on both mitts. That couldn't feel good. From the right wing side, it's Jacob Pearson off the end wall. Kravnik is there. He and Jameson collide off the boards. Nice play by Jameson. Now it's going to be picked up by Zach Sondrel. Left wing for McCarthy. Zach Sondrel skates into that over to the right wing side. It goes for Drew Fisher. And they'll regroup back in their own zone. Played ahead for the stick of Pearson, but the Raiders will find Jake Fisher across the line. He backpedals. Quick shot. That would have been wide of the mark, but Bronze takes no chances, hangs on with the faceoff to his left. Thorson gets enough to play it right under the stick of Casey, and he's dangerous. He feeds a drop pass to Thorson, shallow angle. Belloc just squares up off the post, and he hangs on.
No flow to this game at all right now. It's all shot, save, rebound, or shot, save, cover up, and
one and done.
Whistle, one and done. There's no flow to this game whatsoever, and you can argue about who that benefits. It's tough to come back in a game, though, when there's really no continuous flow of it.
Cernahouse across the line. Alapai has his team's goal. Back into the corner, he'll carry. Shrugs off a would-be checker, lets a shot go. That's deflected. Up and out of play. Jamison now from the right point. He's going to walk and shoot. Ooh, he had a good look there. Again, deflected. Sticks and lanes. Bodies in front of the goal.
Well, you're going to have to earn your goal here.
No question. Both ways, actually. Whether you train in your garage, at the rink, or backyard, Sniper's Edge Hockey has the training products to help you play more and get better. Check them out online at snipersedgehockey.com to learn more. Here's a 2-on-1. Oh, nice feed! That one was turned aside there. Zinda with a good look over to the far side for Goman. Ooh, they nearly got away with one there. Jamison regroups back into his own zone as he is being watched by Dahl. Jamison gets it back. Sondrel from the near side backpedals low. He'll guide that one ahead for Odlog. That's off his stick. And they're going to play this one through center. Here they come with it. It's on the stick now of Dahl through the slot area. Goldman, a shot, blocker pad save. A good one there, turned aside by Belloc. And now here they come the other way.
I think that rebound kind of went off his own defender and pounced back towards the goaltender. He was able to just kind of bat it out of harm's way.
Battle off the end boards. Picked up and played off the wall by Pearson. Muscle play. In on goal. Oh, a stick was slashed. We're going to play on there. Stringfellow with the look. He's a defenseman. Good effort play there by Cogswell, but Jake Fisher will work it to the forehand, and another shot deflected. Every shot the Raiders are taking has been deflected or contested. And where do the heads go? Straight upwards.
Well, that's just, they call that good sticks for a reason.
Yeah.
You're blocking shots. You're making it difficult to get those offensive chances, and at this part of the game, that's crucial.
Bucket Puck has lost half of its pucks here. This period alone.
There have been a lot of souvenirs, no question.
3:43 to go in the third, 2-1 game. Now it's Haugie's shot that's deflected wide of the mark. Block shots, deflected shots. Now McCarthy down low, stays with the motor, and they'll try to work this one back into the corner. That was May Robinson on the play. Checked, but moving his feet was Pearson, and that's going to be stopped by Belloc. Sylvester. Too far for Fisher, and we're going to bring it back into the Raiders zone.
Well, we're getting close. Not there yet, but we're getting close to a decision to be made by the coach of when the goaltender will come out.
That's a topic of discussion. We've
is.
seen guys do
Yeah.
with the Wild. What they do about 10 minutes left in the game, down by 4.
Well, Patrick Law was one of the ones that went crazy about that when he was with Colorado. And yeah, that is a question.
Well, I like the Lemaire theory. If you're playing well, stick with it, trust it, and if you got to do it with a minute or less, then you go, because you're opening yourself up to the loss a lot quicker, aren't you?
Depends on how much you possess the puck.
My point, exactly. .253 to go here in the third period. We're going to face off to the left of Belloc. Rasmussen was there. Oh, there's a shot that's turned wide of the mark by Thorson. And then now they're going to work this one down the wall. Thorson is there. Sondrel plays the body. Thorson down to the knee, stays alive with it. Sondrel again. Now Jamison comes away with it. Here comes Jamison to the right wing side. He's going to be watched closely by Gravnik. Now stepping up with the stick is Stringfellow. And it's going to be Thorson to play that one back in. Now Belloc sets up for Sondrel. Sondrel is there. As they take away the neutral, there's Zinda again. Boy, I've really liked his game tonight. Nothing in the box score, right? But
all over the puck. Yep. He's the fourth star. He's the guy we call the fourth star.
I love it.
Doesn't get a lot of credit, but he should.
Well, he's been noted up here in the booth. Rink wide it goes. It's going to be on the stick of Gabe Rasmussen. Sondrel for Rasmussen. Right now, they're just trapping the neutral zone, saying, good luck, boys. Drew Fisher is there. That takes a lot of discipline at younger ages. Well, they're not that young, but a lot of guys don't want to stay at home in that situation, you know?
Well, the goaltender taking a look at the bench. He hasn't been given any kind of signal just yet.
Minute 50 shows on the clock. And there's your timeout. So Matt Funk is going to go through the final $1.50 with his team, talk things over. I'd like to thank our sponsors that are part of Tradition Company's Hockey Night in Minnesota, who make this possible, along with Care 11 and all of the streaming apps that are available there as well. Also Sniper's Edge Hockey, TRIA, St. Cloud State University, and City and County Credit Union.
Well, the only puck that's beaten bronze in this game is a redirected one in the slot.
Fair.
So if he sees it, he's stopping it, and that's got to give you a little bit of a clue of what the Raiders should be doing in the last minute 50.
Shot attempts have been quite a few, let's say the past 10 minutes for the Raiders. They never even got on.
A lot of blocks, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to get rid of it quick, and you got to have some traffic, and we'll see if they're able to do that.
Mark Manny in his 12th season. He's going to win his 200th game here in a couple. He'll win it here if he can run the, well, he has 197 coming into today. So if he wins all three here, he'll pick up his 200th win as a head coach. I just think his team plays a real honest brand. You know, they're hockey players who it's easy to root for a group like that over the years. Watch, because every team plays exactly the same way.
Well, it filters down to the new class every time. Empty net now, and so a minute 50 was the magic number after the timeout.
Face-off win. Fisher was there. Thorson. John Barger's going nuts.
They're going to run
He's
out
losing
of
all of his pucks. That's, of course, the tournament director. Short hop. Oh, scoop. Wow. Harkens back to a former Cretin-Derham Hall Raider and Joe Maurer. His ability to scoop behind the plate and at first base. Ooh. Boy, they keep going after that glove hand, don't they?
He's caught most of the recent ones that have been shot at him.
Belloc now back to the bench off that draw. It'll be to the left now of Bronze. Played back in behind Law. And we'll reset. So this is the third of 4 games here tonight. Thorson off the glass. To the near boards it goes. Chopped at. Kravnik was there. 2 points tonight so far for him. And a nice effort on the boards. Now it's Sondrel with it. Watched on the play by Casey.
That's a risky delayed entry play when you're dropping it back to the last guy and you've got your goaltender pulled.
Yeah, there's really no outlet. There's no backup plan there. The Pies checked on the play by Law. Raiders faithful looking for the call. They're not going to get it. 46 to go in the period. Sondrel with it from the corner. Misses the mark. Law on a foot race. Fisher gets there first. Drew Fisher. Jake Fisher there as well. To the line. Walked over to the near side for Sondrel. Took that from Hauge. That was blocked away. It'll rattle back into the Raiders zone. No ice. That's a big break for the Huskies. They get a few new forwards out there off the boards. Is that no ice? Now it's Law with it. What's he going to do? Plays it to the wing, and they have possession. Goman across the line. Oh, he looked for Zinda. He has Zinda in front. Instead, takes it himself and scores. It's 3-1 in favor of the Huskies.
Well, the Raiders would have lost. I think ran out of time here as they just couldn't get any real possession in the offensive zone like they wanted to move that puck around, even with that extra attacker. And credit to Andover for just making it very muddy in that defensive zone for them, and just getting sticks in lanes and creating traffic and just not giving them a free look.
It's all part of the game. Doesn't necessarily show up in the score column. It'll be rung hard for Owens. All the way down the ice it goes as Bronze is going to keep it alive. Huskies love this win. They jumped off the bench with great energy, as that was a well-played hockey game and a 3-1 win for the Andover Huskies.
Yeah, well-deserved. And I'll tell you what, Bronze, their goaltender, was tremendous in this hockey game. Huge reason why Andover won. Even though Andover had great opportunities, I'll tell you what, the Raiders got some spectacular chances, and he was equal to that task.
Boy, he shut them all down along the way. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up for you here from the Bloomington Ice Gardens. The final score, the Andover Huskies 3 and the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders 1. Welcome back to the Bloomington Ice Garden. And first we're going to go through the Tradition Company Player of the Game. Mike?
Logan Gravink, 2 points in this hockey game, a goal and an assist. Very good job by him. He was all over the place. He was on the puck a lot, and just made some very good plays, and he was on the score sheet.
Made a really strong play along the wall here at the end of the game to really force it back into the neutral zone, and created all sorts of troubles, which yielded that empty net goal and really left no question in this one. Now we got to get to the snipe of the game. This is always a fun one. We'll take a look at
It's the first goal of the game, actually.
Yeah, the Sniper's Edge snipe of the game, first goal of the game, and it was by Gravink.
Yeah, Gravink, he stepped out of the corner, and I like guys that, when they possess the puck, they go to a scoring area, and he did. He circled back to the top of the circle, and he just saw that the goaltender had dropped down in the butterfly a little bit early, and he just shot it underneath his glove through a little bit of a screen. So a nice job by him. It was the first goal of the game. Yep. It was his first point of the game, and as you mentioned, he was good both on the offensive and defensive zones. So good job by him. He not only gets our player of the game, but he's also the Sniper's Edge snipe of the game.
I want to give a little bit of an honorable mention, though.
Okay, let's do it.
And I got to go to the glasses, though, because I can't see. The print is so small. Hudson Zinda.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he was definitely all over the puck, and we talked about it. We said he's kind of like your fourth star of the game, the guy who doesn't appear on the score sheet, but was instrumental in getting this victory. And so was their goaltender Bronze. I mean, he made tremendous saves. especially at times in the game when it was close. I mean, this game, it wasn't a 3-1 game. This game was like within a goal for most of the game.
Both of these teams, credit to them for keeping discipline and not, letting personal things get in the way, and they stayed to the game that they play. I thought they both played the game that they want to play. I felt like Andover did a great job in the neutral zone of shutting that one down. I thought that was very, very good.
Absolutely. No, it was a well-played game. It could have gone either way, truly, with the types of chances that both of these teams had. I mean, we're talking a lot of breakaways, a lot of odd man rush type situations, one-on-one with a goaltender. It was a very, very well-played game by both of these clubs, so it could have gone either way.
So that's going to do it here for, wow, we're already done, and it's when we should be starting a normal game, right? It's 7 o'clock. It feels a little bit weird. So that's going to do it for Tradition Company's Hockey Night in Minnesota. We'll be back on the air with another great game. We got a couple flex we're going to be working in here too, and we'll be making some announcements on those as well. We will circle the wagons and come up with a good schedule for you. Thank you to our sponsors here, of course, Tradition Companies, Sniper's Edge Hockey, City and County Credit Union, St. Cloud State University, and TRIA. Thank you to Tom Ritchie and Ritchie Media Group for putting this together on the production side of things. For my partner, Mike Greenlay, once again, the final score is the Andover Huskies 3 and the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders 1. I'm Pete Wagner. So long, everybody.